What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Tuesday. Hopefully everybody is getting through the work day. For those on the West Coast, hopefully you're still enjoying your mornings. Yo, Hood, what's going on, bro? Appreciate everybody that tuned in to the live last night. Definitely was a good conversation. It was definitely something that was needed. Green shirt? Nah. My fault, y'all. Riaz, what's going on, bro? Appreciate those who tuned in. Definitely was a good conversation, and it was definitely a good build. It was also bringing some awareness, and like usual, we always get a little bit of comedy relief in between time. Shout outs to Hammer Nation for popping up. Shout outs to The Word. Shout outs to Lovey. You know, definitely shout outs to everybody that was in the building. Shout outs to Marlene too. Like, definitely was good topic, good talk, and those type of topics are going to continue to happen only because, again, you are seeing some of these things, unfold right in front of you. Prime example today, just witnessed. Not even so much as witness, but shit went crazy. And it only went crazy because, again, you got some people who do have mental health that are certifiable. And some of them are actually out here just like how the dope fiends are. They out here on the wrong stuff. Lady just tried to attack somebody that I know, but she just got her ass completely whooped. They ain't whoop her like they should have. But it's just sad that, you got people moving around like that in the areas. The certifiable, they know they should be locked away, and yet and still they keep slipping through the cracks of society. And I'm sorry, but that's crazy. This is why I said this mental health shit is real. While y'all worried about all the other madness and the juicy gossips and shit, we got a situation going on outside that could be dire even for your kids, because that person could have attacked anybody. And the way I was on guard, I was just like, if she would have ran this way, she probably would. That'd probably been the first time I had to put my hands on a woman, and I wasn't that kid. Only because you psychotic. You shouldn't even be out and about the way you out and about, and society is letting y'all out. It's crazy, man. And that could have got even more crucial, That's why you got to be mindful. Again, be aware of your surroundings, and just, again, they need to start reopening up these facilities again. So these people that are certifiable and they always going to be a problem, they can't be in society no more. Sorry. There's no medication. There's nothing that's going to help. And she just came in on a random attack. She could have attacked anybody, even the people at the counter. But you know me, I stay on guard. I stay on go. I wasn't that kid who it was. It could have been a man. One time before, it was a dude who walked in the same store with the wild shit. Nigga ain't get far, got his ass whooped. And it's sad you got to do that to people like that, especially when they on papers. This is why I said they need to be housed somewhere. I'm sorry, they do. Because they're not going to be able to move in society the way they feel. And then if they messing with the heavy drugs on top of that, that's a fucking lethal combination. Just think about it. You supposed to be taking psych meds, and then you taking coke, you taking dope, you taking fucking crack. That shit is gonna fry your brain. Your brain is already going through enough as it is. And then the fact that you out here hard on it to a point where you could randomly attack somebody, they need to start reopening up these places, these facilities, even in the hospitals. Some of these hospitals done closed down these facilities that used to house them. And it's crazy because you'll send them to the G building for a little bit, and then they come right back out through society. That needs to change. That revolving door has to change. It was sad. This lady could have got hurt. Like, she literally could have got hurt. She could have possibly died only because you decided to attack somebody that everybody in the hood love. Like, you can't do no shit like that. And it's crazy that you really got these people out here moving like that. Nobody is fucking trying to say, well, damn, we got a real serious crisis we got to try to figure out. I'm sorry, because I wouldn't even want to put my hands on somebody that I know for a fact is on papers. But if I got to defend myself, just because I feel like I'm about to be attacked, I'm gonna do so. I'm sorry. Even if I gotta restrain your ass, so be it. That shit happened so damn quick. It was like, well, damn, what the hell? Like as all you heard was just running the store, and then before you know it, that shit went down. But she didn't even get a chance to do as much as she thought she was gonna do. And you know, she could have had a bad trip for all you know. It's crazy, man. Gotta get these people off the streets for real. Got it. And again, I got love and compassion because it's fucked up when some people's minds are really that fucked up. But then again, when you are choosing that, and some of them still do have a clear choice. But then again, when you're certifiable, you're not even supposed to be out. I don't care how you feel, you're not supposed to be out. Not unless you really being monitored 24/7. Oh, yeah, what's going on, bro? Who else popped in the chat? James, what's going on? Miss Eve, what's going on, baby? Chill, Will, what's going on, bro? Chuck, what's going on, my guy? See y'all up in here. You know, but this is the sad part about it. That right there could have been a dire situation. And God forbid, one of them would have killed her ass, then what? They would have what, gone to jail because they had to sit there and defend themselves and the people around them? Or would they have to worry about just another lost soul? You know, these people really do need help, regardless of how you feel about the situation. They need to be housed. I'm sorry. Yeah, and it's sad though, because again, that could have been even more crucial than it was supposed to. And that shit happened that quick. That's why you gotta also be be mindful and aware of what's going on. You have to be. Because if you don't, you're gonna see some shit. Or you might be in the midst of some shit and see, honestly, I was happy. The only reason why I was happy about that situation not going down the way it did is because, again, she could have lost her life right in that store trying to attack somebody. And then again, it would have been justifiable because it's on camera, right? These people definitely, you're not going to spot them. From a camera view, they're going to look like, oh, it was just something. But when you literally up on it, it tells a whole different story. Riders, what's going on, baby? That's what I'm saying. You really have to open back up these facilities for those who you know for a fact are certifiable and could be dangerous to themselves and the community. I spoke about that recently, and I still adamant about that. Some people are going to have to really get it together. Just like we was talking about last night. At some point, some people are going to have to start building their own institutions because it's apparent that they are just kicking these people out at an alarming rate. And I'm sorry, they are. They're kicking them out at an alarming rate, and they becoming more and more of a fucking pop-up in the danger. Because again, she could have attacked kids for all you know. Now, imagine she'd attack somebody's kids. Now, most people ain't playing with their kids. Not everybody's playing with their fucking kids. Not everybody's playing with people, period. So I'm saying it's sad when a situation like that get that crazy. And when you got people that are on paper and really shouldn't be out in the world, especially if they're a danger to themselves, why are they still allowed to go through this damn door? This revolving door is getting crazy in certain areas. These are the things that need to be attacked. Sometimes they're going to need the help. So some of these people really can't control their actions. But when you got those who are moving about and then they on the heavy drugs, they got a clear notion of what to do. Just like I said last night, I knew a dude that had Tourette's and all that shit. And guess what? He was still holding down a conversation with you. And he wasn't fucking with nothing that he knew was going to fucking interact or even, leave a lethal cocktail in his body. And he already taking meds. And that's what I'm saying. These people are allowed to get back out on the streets. And then a lot of them end up going to the hard drugs because guess what? They ain't getting their regular drugs. They're not getting the drugs that's supposed to be keeping them sane. And even still, when it's that level, keep them locked the fuck up. I'm sorry. You have to. Ronnie, what's going on? I see y'all in here. I'm serious, man. This shit right here, it goes to show you. A person like me ain't gonna never have nothing to not talk about because, again, you're seeing shit in real time. That situation could have been dire. It's sad that they damn near had to shit. And then she still came back until they pulled that bat out. Shit, she damn near got hit by a car. So that goes to show you when you got people like that that don't even give a fuck, they don't need to be out in society. They need to get their minds right. They need to really get that proper help and care. Sorry, they do. They can't function in society if this is how they moving. One minute they're gonna be talking to themselves. Next minute they're gonna be trying to attack people. The next minute you don't know if you're gonna try to help them or not because they might look like they're ready to do something. And that's unpredictable right there that you can't get. Nah, that's something you can't deal with. Those people gotta go. They have to go get somewhere and get the help before they end up getting themselves killed. Some people are definitely not playing. I hear you, Ronnie. That shit crazy, man. That right there is a prime example of why, you have to start trying to build, come together, and make these changes. Because this could have been a dire situation. This could have been one of them people attacking your kids, attacking your nieces, nephews, if you got grandkids. That's what I'm saying. When you got those type of people who are supposed to be locked indoors, or at least not saying locked away from society, no, but still locked indoors to where they know they can't be a danger to nobody. When it's that high of a level, they need to stay indoors. I'm sorry. But if it's a mild case, even the lowest case, if they can function with the right meds and the right support, that's different. But some of these people are loose. And then when they get on hard drugs, it's definitely worse because even if they ain't taking their regular meds now, the hard drugs done took over. So now you definitely on schizo time. It's different things. And that's what I'm saying. Mental health is real on all fucking angles, even that angle. And that lady could have, her husband could have ended up killing that ass, like, only because, like, you just attacked random people from out of nowhere. Like, what's wrong with you? Cutthroat, what's going on, bro? Y'all already know, y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. It's crazy, man. All of that could have been a dire situation just because that person is out here and ain't supposed to be out here, knowing that they certifiable and they are a danger to themselves, the community that they in, period. Gotta learn to fix that shit. We gotta fight that revolving door. And if not, we're gonna have to really start building our own facilities to house these people because, again, they are a danger to everybody. Everybody. And it's sad when you really have to go to that notion of even defense against those people because they are on snap time. You can't risk your life or you can't risk your health or your freedom for bullshit. Yo, Realist, what's going on, bro? Love it. What's going on, baby? That part too. But see, what's crazy? Even when they ain't doing shit in front of people, right? Like I just said, this girl just tweaked out. So she might have already had a hit before she even ran into certain people. Because I'm hearing the commotion outside, but I'm not paying no mind to it. I've only been up for a whole half an hour, nigga. Like, and I'm sitting there like, hi, everybody on a little bullshit argument. But then when she ran the store and it looked like she was ready to attack, when she caught the one person, that's when everybody caught her ass. Like, you think it's a game? They could have beat the shit out of her with that baseball bat in that damn store if that's the case. And to some degree, it would have been justifiable because from camera view, she just ran in and attacked. So, that's crazy. Gotta be mindful of that, man. Yo, Andrew, what's going on, bro? And that's the sad part about it. It really is because it goes to show you that mental health is real on all aspects, and we gotta have to try to combat that out of everything. We already gotta worry about different things that we battle in the society, but then we gotta really go the extra distance for the people with mental health. Because again, they could be those ones on the high levels could be a danger. And it'd be just your luck. You get into that confrontation, and now 9 out of 10, you might have to, God forbid, put one of them out of their misery. And you don't want to have to do that, especially when you know these people are on papers. That's the sad part. They shouldn't be slipping through the cracks of society at all. They shouldn't be. If they know they're going to need that proper help and that fucking medication and that damn, man, listen, they should be in it. And again, they closing a lot of these spots in the hospitals. They closing a lot of these spots like the outpatient programs. I'm starting to see that shit little by little. That's why you got a lot of the things you got going on right now. You know, and this is the sad part about it. Yo, Cowboy, what's going on, bro? You know, and it's sad because that right there could have been a difference between life and death again situation that shouldn't even be happening. You know, situation that shouldn't even be happening because they shouldn't be out and they should not be allowed out into society if they know they're going to be a danger. When you know those is, you know, it could be fatal. Nah, keep their asses housed in. If it's manageable, then you let them breathe. That's how I feel. It's crazy because you don't want to have to be the one to have to hurt one of them. But they shouldn't be allowed to be running the streets like that. And that's not just in New York City. That's everywhere. Everywhere you're going to have somebody with some sort of severe mental health or some sort of severe psychosis that is running around being a danger to themselves and others. Some people are going to have that leniency to say, I can't do it. Some might not. And then some of these people laid out on the streets anyway, so that makes it even worse on them. Then I gotta house them. Shit is really getting crazy. Uncle L, what's going on, bro? It's like I said, just that quick. Just because of a sad impulse from somebody that's really suffering from that, that could have been a situation right there where it could have been dire. You know, that's what I'm saying. Fight the things that need to be fought. Start standing up on those because, again, it shouldn't have to hit close to home for you to finally listen to the message. I'm sorry. It shouldn't have to be that way. You know, and again, that could have been very crucial on both ends. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. And you got people that know they need to be locked in and they out. Crazy part about it. Well, you're gonna have to combat that on a whole different scale too. You know, because that could have been a dire situation. Now, what if she not just attacked the woman? Now, let's say if it was a situation where it would have took more than one person to get her off. Or let's say if it would just got dire, the store owner would have felt threatened and pulled out the fucking hammer or some shit like that. You don't know what the hell be going on. That's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful on all the calls. Be aware of your surroundings, even when you in the spots that you think you shouldn't have to worry about nothing. Because you never know what the fuck is lying around that corner. And that's real raps. Craig, what's going on, bro? It's sad because I literally looked and said, well, damn, this could have got crucial. And then imagine, even if she didn't get the one up by sneaking her, what would have happened if she would have turned around and just already felt the type of way and clipped her? You know, that's what I'm saying. Insta kill right there just because. And it shouldn't have to go that route at all. It shouldn't. These people need to be housed. These people need to be, you know, they need that round the clock kid. And even if you're going to try to get them into some sort of whatever, you're going to try to get them into whatever, it's not going to work all the time. Because some people really just don't know how to act with people. Some people are really socially inept. And they show it. Commander, what's going on, baby? You know, when you know they need severe help, they need it. And again, all these facilities that's getting closed, This is why you've seen the rise of these type of people out in the streets. And again, they are a danger to themselves and others because look, they're not getting the proper meds. They're not getting the proper support from the people they're supposed to be getting it from, even family. You know, and that's sad. Because again, that situation could have got died. Anything could have possibly happened. Anything could have happened in that store for you know. You know, but it's good things sometimes. It's just you always gonna have the right people around the right situations. You know, and it's crazy. You have to be mindful of that. She could have either got shot in her head, beat with the baseball bat or whatever, just because it was in self-defense. But then again, out here, it's hard to prove a self-defense. Even when it's on video, sometimes it's still hard to prove a self-defense, especially with somebody that's on papers. I knew somebody that was going through that recently. Like, you had to defend yourself because it could have been a dire situation. And then the same token, you proving it, but they still trying to make you go through the loopholes and the runarounds. That's why I kept that copyright up. It's crazy. Again, you got people that just are really showing their true colors. You know, people are going to show you what it is. Again, mental health, it affects people on all levels. It definitely do. Yo, Craig, if you want to do me a favor so kindly, because I know you got the opportunity to do so, just put it on subscriber mode, because I really ain't got time for that. Because again, this is a situation that could have went either way. I possibly would have had to been the one to fucking put somebody out, just because that mental health is real. You got people that want to play. Tell them niggas go play with their mothers today, because I ain't got time for that. Tell them go play with their kids if they got some. Go play a fucking PlayStation game. Not over here today. Don't worry, I just looked at the chat, and I'm aware of who I'm getting the fuck up out of here again. It's crazy, man. You got serious topics like this being talked about. Prick idiots want to be pricks, but I ain't gonna even give it to you. Because again, that could have been a dire situation. The whole of course, as anybody possibly could have had to put her out because she was on attack mode. And it's sad when you are on that shit heavy and you know you certified it. So if somebody thinks it's a game, let it happen to them. Let them see how they're gonna react in that moment. When you look at the dynamics and the parameter for real, you know, this is really like rising up at a high rate. It really is. And it's not a game no more because, again, a lot of these people are going to end up getting hurt or killed just because people might have to defend themselves in that type of situation, which we feel it shouldn't happen. If a person is certifiable, they shouldn't be allowed to be out in the society. I'm sorry. If it's that high level again, they should not be out in society. You know, you have to look at that. We have to battle this. We have to definitely try to build what we can build and try to pull resources together to try to get this shit in order. Because we know it's certain institutions that ain't going to help. But if we could get it together as a whole to where we can fight these, that right there could be suppressed again. It can't be eliminated because mental health is always going to stick with people. It is. There's not no cure for it. Once you in it, you in it. You know, and again, some of these people are getting kicked out of their fucking facilities. So now they just forced to roam around. Almost like how the homeless is roaming around. And it's sad when the hard drugs take over, and now it's you fried your brain. You know, now you have become another, you know, an epidemic to the bullshit. Sad notion, for real. Yeah, exactly. But you know what's sad though? When you got certifiable ones, Craig, that are actually, they stuck. And again, if they ain't getting their proper meds, they are actually out in the streets hard. When they ain't got no support system, especially when you got those who actually do be trying to get that proper help. And if everybody's against them, guess what? That shit is gonna fucking shrink them into a corner. It is. It's gonna shrink them into a corner that you ain't expecting. And that's the crazy part about it. And it can even be the closest person you know. You know? That part right there, you have to. You have to start bringing more awareness. And that's why I love these conversations that I be bringing. It doesn't matter what the topic is. I'm bringing some real awareness because, again, talking to somebody that sometimes always be not in the midst of everything, but I do spot a lot of shit. I observe. I watch my surroundings real carefully. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, Craig, you'd be surprised. Again, the person that was out here that I was just talking about earlier, she usually is taking her meds, but she might be taking some other shit too. For her to tweak the way she did, yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. When you're not getting that proper support, and then when people are feeding you the wrong shit too, that's a cause for disaster. That's just like somebody that you know got alcoholism and you trying to rehab them. You can't just come when they get out of rehab. You can't just say, yo, son, you want a beer? Come on, let's go drink. You can't do that. And again, when you don't even have family that could really put up or deal with certain things, that's what I'm saying. It's always a little different dynamic and a parameter of these type of situations right here, man. It is. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, prime example, I knew somebody that just got out of detox for alcoholism and shit. And the first thing that was said to him was, yo, son, you want to drink something? I just looked at him and kept it moving. Like, you make that decision if you want to. You just got out. You shouldn't even be worried about this stuff, especially if you got things you need to take care of. You need to focus on what's important. And if you know you need the help, again, you can't be that prideful and not ask somebody for some help. Even if one person denies you, guess what? Somebody else might actually be able to help you. That's why I said these conversations, man, need to happen. Angel, what's going on, baby? Appreciate y'all for dropping links and showing love. You know, but it's the truth. We got to really build an institution back. These people can't be out in the streets. They can't. You know, because they are, again, they are raising the level too damn high. They are raising that awareness level to all high. Yeah. And some people don't want to have to be on go, and some people just ain't going to want to have to do something to where they might have to actually hurt them. Some people are really like that. We ain't trying to hurt you. We know you certifiable, but we ain't gonna let you just do everything either. You know, that's why you gotta be aware of your surroundings at all times.
I'm in the elevator. I said, okay.
Definitely appreciate y'all for dropping links and showing love in here. And that was a conversation. How y'all, all right? Yeah. No, but this is what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful, man. You know, we're gonna have to really start building that. We're gonna have to start standing up, and we really gonna have to like voice and do what we gotta do. Because again, these things should not be happening. You shouldn't have to worry about you might have to possibly kill somebody because they could possibly be even certifiable or near certifiable, and they out here going on a rampage. Because again, these people don't have no type of intended targets. They'll attack anything that they feel is a threat. I've seen this happen. I remember one time on the train, niggas had to put this dude in the fiend because he just started attacking out of nowhere. Came on the train, just looked around, just started wigging the fuck out. And come to find out that nigga was certifiable. It ain't had nothing to do with drugs. He just was on these subways, no medication, no nothing, and just got triggered. So I'm saying, you gotta be mindful of that. The most simplest situations could be a dire situation. And you gotta be educated on that. You have to be. You have to be aware of everything when it comes to those people. I'm sorry. You have to. Because again, you don't want to have a situation where if they attack, that's just like if you with your kids and that could be a situation. You might have to possibly do that just because you protecting your family like you're supposed to be. But it shouldn't have to come to that. Again, these people should be housed, properly medicated, until they can at least get right. And if they can't get right, then I'm sorry. They shouldn't be in a society like that. It's not just round the clock care. You're going to need round the clock supervision. And that's a real rap right there. And that's the thing. It's time to make that change. And again, topics like this will always happen because as long as we are seeing this shit on the rise, it's going to always be brought to the forefront. And it don't always got to be by me. It be by anybody because, again, that shit is real time. That's not no internet shit. No, that's real time. That's real time. You got people out here who are really certifiable and they are really on the attack on people. Some of them are even harming themselves because they need help. In fact, anytime you could see these people are even in the streets to the point where I'm going to say walking in the middle of the street, it's traffic and they don't care. They look like they lost with reality. And ain't those hard drugs sometimes. Sometimes they really be out they fucking mind. They be loopy. And if they ain't got the meds, trust me, they really ain't even living in reality right now. Yo, word, what's going on, bro? When you see specific things, you definitely have to attack it and nail it right there because you don't know how dire it could get. And again, you wouldn't want to have to put a bullet in somebody or possibly hurt somebody that is certifiable. You wouldn't want to have to do that. But it's sad that the fucking revolving door is what it is. People going to keep getting out. People going to still be a high risk of even attacking or just, being attacked. Think about it. When they getting kicked out of these facilities, they out on these streets. Look what's going on in the streets now. Some of these people are beating up homeless people and don't give a fuck. So you think they give a fuck about somebody with mental health? I'm serious. I better start waking up. Yo, BMF, what's going on, bro? These type of stories, yeah, you're going to continuously hear them. Because, again, it's on the rise like crazy. That situation right there, any one of us in that store probably would have had to lay that lady out. Me, I just had my hand caught back just in case, because I ain't know who ran in the store at first. I'm paying for my coffee and shit. I'm still half asleep. That shit happened so damn quick, but luckily, like I said, it was people around the whole vicinity. So, because who knows how dire it could have got for that lady. You just got bum rushed from somebody from behind. And they didn't even see it coming. You was coming in the store to grab something yourself, as far as grab you something to drink or do whatever. You're not expecting to get attacked from somebody from behind. Nah. So I'm saying be mindful in the way of your surroundings because you never know what type of danger could be perceived. And it don't necessarily got to be from somebody on the, on the straight and narrow spectrum. It could be from somebody that's on the other spectrum. And again, some people really can't help what they're doing, but when they ain't getting the meds and that proper fucking support, it becomes a liability. And when it does become high risk, that's even more of a liability. So I'm saying we got to start coming together, building things the way we need to build things. We want to see certain things in the community flourish. We're gonna have to start really fucking boots down and doing what we need to do. There are some people who are doing what they need to do, whether it's bringing this awareness or whatever. You know, you got people who really suffer from specific situations. And those high risk situations are the most deadliest ones because you might have to actually kill somebody. And nobody should want to have to go through that. Because again, that's something that's going to eat somebody up. Like, I ain't want to do it, but damn. Like, yeah, we don't play that in here, Andrew. That's why I said I told Craig to just put it on that sub mode. That's what I'm gonna start doing from now on. Cause I see what it is. You people are really adamant on being stupid when it comes to these type of situations. You want to beef so badly. You got beef in the freezer. Go cook some. You ain't got time for that shit. Again, it's time to change the dynamics and the parameters and really start building where we need to build at. And that's one area that needs to be built back. Gotta get these people that really need the help, that are a danger to themselves and society, the proper help. Everybody deserves some sort of proper help in life, no matter what you're going through. I've always believed in that. Yes, I know. I know. Listen, I deal with people on all cylinders. I have no issues, nor no nothing. And again, I don't tolerate that with a lot of people. Don't come over here and try to mess with people you don't know who's who. And again, these people probably have a lot more knowledge than you think. Letitia, what's going on, baby? Blackin, what's going on, baby? I see you in here. I see you in here, sis. But this is a dire situation that needs to be addressed on all the courts. Because again, that situation right there could have went either way. And for all you know, if it would have went the wrong way and this girl would have killed him just by literally, tackling her and trying to do whatever, then what? That person still would have been going through the system to come back out and be a danger in society. That shouldn't happen. These people, once they get on that type of time, they have to be housed. They have to be locked in. They cannot be in society. They can't. Because they could attack not just adults, they will attack kids, teens, whoever they feel is a perceived threat. That's what they will do. They will attack, especially when their mind is on go. Speak, what's going on, bro? We have to act on these things. We have to. Because you don't want to have to do that. Your guard should be mostly how it's supposed to be. You shouldn't have to worry about the certifiables being out and about and going through the revolving door. And when you literally are closing all these facilities that can help house them, that's a problem. This is why I'm saying you're going to keep having these spikes and rises. And some of these crimes really do be committed by some of these people who are certifiable, whether you believe it or not. You don't got to look at polls all the time and all these analytics. Sometimes you just see the shit in real time. Some of these people, who really dealing with the drugs, the hard drugs, and then who's really like they ain't got their meds and they really just they hurt. Again, they do need that support system one way or another, and that support should be for them to be locked in. Because again, they can't be a part of society if they're going to always have that type of impulse of attack. Haley, what's going on, baby? Frugal Mama, what's going on, baby? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in this afternoon. I know y'all would have normally got that morning session, but your boy slept a little bit late today. And again, when you get up and then you go into the world and then you see these type of things happening, of course I'm going to bring you some shit. And it's the truth. You know, these facilities, if they ain't gonna open them back up, we as the people need to try to figure out a ways to try to make our own. Because it's obvious. These people that need help, they ain't getting proper help. And right now it's all about a money game, in my opinion. It is. This is my view and opinion. It's all about the money. It ain't about really helping the people that need it. That's the sad part. It shouldn't be that way. Because these people are not profitable. Not saying it like that, but they're not profitable. They're not people that you can sit there and just, I'm gonna make $1 off them for them every time. No. Once they have already done horrendous acts, and you know what the situation is, they need to be locked in forever. Because there's going to be a possibility that every time they come through that revolving door, they're going to come back in society and they're going to do the same exact shit until somebody has to literally kill them. And who wants to go through that? No doubt, Fruit. Well, I appreciate you. No doubt, BMF. I feel you. Exactly. That part right there, Craig, and that's the sad part. You know, the people that actually need the help and actually need the proper care, they ain't getting it. And then you got those who are just slipping through the cracks. See, this is what I'm saying. Mental health and drug use, sometimes it all pans out. Sometimes it all goes into the same cipher. Because you got some people, again, who, if they ain't taking their proper meds and then they on that shit, no. That's for all. They could be taking the meds and still be on that pipe. You never know. There's different parameters to attack, but when they are on high alert like that to where they attacking random people, nah, they gotta go. They have to. They have to go. They have to be properly housed. They have to get that proper help. And, you know, that's how you at least try to suppress some of the issues. You already got enough to deal with. Now you got to worry about mental health patients or even certifiable people attacking people at random. That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point do y'all see that this is a problem? You know, got to get that right, man. And it's sad when they become you know, it's sad when it comes to that notion that you have to go to that to protect yourself and everything at course. But, you know, it's sad. They're not trying to help. They're not trying to help those who really need help. And some of these people are out here attacking people only because they really haven't gotten the proper meds and nobody's helping. But the other ones, they know they could do better and they won't do better. So I'm not going to say all of them are just randomly attacking. No, you got those who know for a fact. They know what the hell they're doing. They know they're supposed to get the help they need and they're not getting it. So if you're not getting it, what you think you're going to do? Moreno, what's going on, baby? Happy Tuesday again, everybody that pulled in. Happy Taco Tuesday. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. What's going on, y'all? You know, again, type of situations ain't funny no more. And it's going to continue to happen unless we start building what we need to build. I hear you, Craig. Definitely on that one. I hear you on that, Riaz. See, look, everybody's dropping some sort of knowledge and gems in the chat or whatever. You know, and that's how it's supposed to be. Bringing this awareness out to the people. That's why I love having these talks. I could care less about a troll or anybody else that got anything else to not do besides do something what I'm doing. So I'm always going to be on guard, but I'm always going to be on point. You can't knock somebody off their cylinder. The cylinder is too big for that. But that's for anybody who want to pop up. Y'all more than welcome. The link is in the chat. Yo, Rich, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I know, Andrew. That part right there, that's the sad part about it. For those, I would call those high risk. Nah, they need to be housed in forever because they're going to continue to do the same shit every time they get caught. Every time they get wrapped up in something, they will go through the crazy house. They will go through whatever proper bookings and so on and so forth. And then before you know it, judges will be sending their asses right back out into society, which is the sad part about it. That's what I'm saying. Got to start building back these institutions, these patient programs, inpatient or outpatient. They're gonna have to get that. You're gonna have to. Louisiana, what's going on, baby? Now, you got to be mindful of that. See, you want to have people that want to play around with these situations, even on here, but that's not funny. Because when the shit happens to you in real time, or when it puts yourself in a situation like that, what you gonna do then? You won't be really seeing like, oh shit, yeah, it's time to really get these people the help that they need, man. And for those who really are high risk, they really need to be housed in forever. I'm sorry to say it like that. That's just my opinion on it. Can't take that risk. Because again, when they are on snap time and they on attack time, they will attack any and everybody they perceive as a threat, even down to the youngest kids. I've witnessed this happen when I was a kid my damn self. I'm telling you, mental health was real. Even back then, it was real. It wasn't even as, adamant as it is now, basically. It wasn't even really a thing back then. It was, but it wasn't at a high rate. Now, this shit is at an alarming high rate. You got people who are literally going through the system. See, because back in the day when you had those type of people, once they was in the system, that was it. They wasn't going through no revolving door. They was being housed and being looked at until they knew they was able to fit back in society. Nowadays, they just let them go out. Doesn't matter. Hold on, I got you, bro. What's going on, bro? You going in and out, bro. Your microphone acting up a little bit, Riaz. Bad. You can pop back up, Riaz. There's something going on with your mic, though. You know. Hold on, I got you now.
Is it any better?
Yeah, I can hear you a little better.
Okay, that's good. Excuse me on minute.
No, bro.
I'm okay, bro. I'm just a little bit what you call under the weather, though, but I'm all good.
I hear you, bro. Hope you feel a little bit better, man. And just try to take care of yourself as possible.
Thanks, man. I mean, my mom went. I think I was offered to stay home, but I decided to just go to the school anyway and just keep going.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Get your education the best way possible. I know.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah, I was offered to stay home, but I decided, you know what? I don't want to go. I don't care if I'm sick or no. I can worry about that when I have a day off.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, these topics is crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably I actually found out as well, though, like in the UK as well, there's this thing called a criminal behavior order or CBOs, which I just, found online. It's like it's like the I mean, even like in music as well, the CBOs, like if you have like a serious record or something, and if you get a CBO, there's certain things you cannot say or do or something like that. And if it's very serious, they can ban you from doing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they can ban you from making music if you have a serious criminal record, though. Like very serious, though. Like if you're like what you got a very high record, though, like very dangerous. Like if you're like a threat or something like that, they can ban you from making music because it's a bit of a concern whatever you say.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, because that's an easy way to. If you did do something, that's just like if you did. Some of these people right now are getting locked up for rap lyrics. So yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta be mindful of that too.
yeah, but I mean, it's like one kind of thing, but okay.
Yeah, no, because the way you saying it, no. I'm saying some people they will label that like, okay, you can't do this then. See,
No,
and
I'm
that's the
not
crazy
saying
part
that.
about it.
Not saying that, but okay, we can move past it. Not saying it like that, but when you have whenever you have in your own time, you can look into more about the CB, the criminal behavior order thing. In your own time, more detail than I could. Though, whenever in your own time, you know.
No, I got you, bro. But the way you
Yeah.
just said it, you said like how you just said how they could ban you from rapping if you have a whatever.
No, I'm
That's
not trying
almost
to
like
say
it.
that. No, I mean, yeah, I understand how people would take it, but I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm trying to say in a very simple manner. It's not as easy to explain.
Yeah.
It's not easy to explain, so that's why I just say I was just trying to say in a very simple manner.
No, I get you, bro. But see, look, like right there, you bringing up something knowledgeable, even for people to look into. So that's the most important thing. A lot of times by having these conversations is you have people that's bringing different knowledge and awareness to the forefront, whether you believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fully agree with like certain part of it, but I mean, in some way, it's all right. Like with the criminal behavior and stuff like that. So if you like breach that type of thing, they can give you a heavy sentence, 5 years up to imprisonment or something like that, 5 years max or something, or they can fine you instead if you breach it. The thing that I just put in the chat, basically, the criminal behavior order.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna look into after this live is over. But see,
Yeah.
even that right there is knowledgeable right there. You know, But this is crazy though because again, those type of situations like earlier again, you know, now if she would, if that girl would have got killed, or if she would
Yeah.
have ended up killing the person that she attacked, it still would have been a situation of, oh well, it's just another lost life. No, that was somebody that could have possibly needed that help. You know, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful of the situations that you in.
Yeah, fair, yeah. Okay, yeah. I feel yeah.
And again, people gonna have to come together one way or another to build these establishments back because yeah, you don't want to have to be in a situation, and that's just anybody. It don't matter what you don't want to have to be in a situation where you might possibly have to hurt this person because they tweaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even know what they tweaking out from. You don't know if it's mental health. You don't know if it's bad drugs. So it's like it's always going to be a constant, like your guard is up.
Yeah.
Miss 702, what's going on, baby?
Okay.
Nah, because that's the thing about it. We really need them housed, properly medicated, round the clock care because again, some of these people need to be supervised. If you want to throw them back into society the way you throwing them into, then they need to be supervised. They need to
Yeah.
be making sure that even when they get out, they're getting the proper help, which is housing, meds, all of that. making sure they getting back right if that's the case. But when they high levels and they always going to be on attack mode no matter what, no, they have to be housed in because they can't come back into society. They can't.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
You know, that's why I told people mental health is real on all aspects and on all
Mhm.
levels.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm 702. I was just talking about a situation that occurred earlier today. Person that I know for a fact is certifiable on papers and all. This person is keep allowed to come back through this. It don't matter how many times they lock this chick up, she ends up coming right back through that revolving door. Now
Well,
today she just happened to
must be
attack
very
somebody.
wow. I mean, must be, I don't know, for her to get out that easy. She probably must be that good at, hiding her behavior in some way and just convincing them how she's changed, but she's not in a way. So probably very good at lying.
No, you know what? That could be part of it. But then again, we know how it is now, Riaz. Like out here, they are really like throwing people out left and right. And they don't
Yeah,
and you listen, even the people that need the help and trying to get the help are getting kicked out of these facilities. They are closing down a lot of facilities that could help these people. Like that's the
wow.
first time I ever seen her attack anybody, but even still, that could have been a dire situation. She could have died.
Wow.
Boss lady, what's going on, baby? You know, that's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful because again, that could have been something that could have been made in the news right there. You know, and that's what I'm saying. They allowing these people to flow back through this revolving door. You know, they don't want to help them out. They figure, man, yeah, I'm not going to help. I'm not wasting my time helping these people. Let them go back in society and let society deal with them. That's not the way that they should be treated because they still human beings at the end of the day. Like, come on. They are human beings. They have emotions and feelings just like everybody else, regardless of what's going on in their mind space. They are still human.
Yeah, that's true. Like basically, what you're saying is let society handle them. Why not? Don't help when whatever you're just saying. Your point. You're right. So probably like in that person's mind, if they're not gonna help me, then they're just probably like telling me, okay, my behavior's fine. So like that. I don't know. Like I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying probably in that person's mind, they're just probably thinking their behavior is okay because of the place that told them you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. No, no, you are absolutely right what you're saying because that's a majority of the time. Again, they're gonna go if they get a like prime example. If you got one of them out there that is certifiable, they happen to get into a situation or altercation with somebody. Now you know the cops are gonna get involved. 9 out of 10, they're gonna ship them through the bookings or they're gonna ship them through the G building for a minute, whatever, hold them for a little bit, and then before you know, they're gonna be back out in society. And they don't
Yeah.
have to be a long stay. Sometimes they be in and out. I remember one year you had one of them that was I made they rest in peace because they ended up meeting that fucking fate that they shouldn't have even that person was literally always going through something because they wasn't getting the proper care, the medication, and they was actually trying to get help. When they couldn't get that help, they wigged out for real, like to a point where there wasn't no trying to snap them back into reality. Had to put them down. Now you
Well,
tell me if it's gonna be easy to say it's a self defense in New York City or anywhere else in particular when you know for a fact. Um, they ain't trying to hear that. D Truth, what's going on, bro?
yeah, I feel you. To be honest, I get you. You're right. I mean, I must say, I try. Yeah, nowadays you have to, for me, to be honest, I'm just trying to watch what I'm trying to say as well at the same time, though, because how nowadays, whatever you say can be held against you in some way. I'm not saying you, but in general, though, right? Whatever we say can be held against us. So in some way, I'm just watching what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, nah, you good, bro. I mean, I'm saying because it's the sad notion about it because again, you got different forms of mental health. Like prime
Yeah.
example, you got people who have autism. We bringing in knowledge and awareness on that part. You have people who are Again, they're certifiable. They literally schizophrenia, paranoia, all of that. Their mind is, if it's mild, if it's low, manageable, they could be in society because they're not gonna always be triggered. But when you
Yeah.
got those who are easily triggered and high value of every time you look, they could possibly attack. They need to be housed for good. I'm sorry, they have to be round the clock care and supervision because they are a danger to everything around them, including themselves.
Well, that's sad, but you know what's even sad though? You know, like people who have autism, you know, pretty much people like me anyway. You know, some people just don't treat him like a human. It's like pretty much in some way like the aliens or something, you know?
Yeah, just crazy, man. Latanya, what's going on, baby? See you in here. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful and aware of everything that's going on. Oh shoot, Tanya, what's going on, baby? I see you in here. See you in here, definitely. Y'all all in here, and this is a good, again, another topic like from last night. I feel like this is a repeat of last night, but now we had actually something that was brought to the forefront, like because that could have been anybody. I was literally grabbing my coffee in that chef that quick. I thought, then I'm saying, I just had my arm ready to just lock and go in case I had to. I didn't care who was running it. But it was just the fact when you seen it happen that quick, and it's like, oh shit, it's a whole woman wilding out. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's crazy.
but I also remember like last year or something, there's this story or something about this UK rap producer. His name is Chris Cabba, and he was like a member of this group named 6 7. The police they shot him dead because they thought he was like a suspect or something. They were looking for a criminal suspect. They thought he was that guy. So then they shot him dead. So, whenever you get your own time, you can probably look into more of that, you know?
Yeah, that's the crazy part, man. It sounds what I'm saying. You look at stories like that, and you be like, well, damn. No, Letitia. First, they were supposed to be rounding up the homeless, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you. You still have homeless people out here. Just like they were supposed to be rounding up. They was really supposed to be rounding up all of them, Letitia. Half of these damn quote unquote, let me put this back up. Half of these quote unquote facilities or buildings that they was building out here in the five boroughs, some of them are supposed to be spots for even those people who, whether they was war vets and they shell shock, whether it's for people who have high functioning issues when it comes to their mental health, so on and so forth. Some of those buildings are supposed to be for them, but they only moved a small handful of those people into those buildings. Everybody else is still in the fucking streets.
Wow.
At some points, even in certain spots, you're going to look and be like, well, damn, this shit look like Skid Row, like how it would in California. You can't you can't determine who's just actually homeless and sane and who's homeless and insane. It's getting crazy, especially out here in the city. Yo, True, what's going on, bro? I see you in here, bro. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in this afternoon. Yeah, another special smoke edition because again, we have to literally try to figure out ways to try to combat this problem.
Yeah.
Because it's a dire situation, and we know in certain spots, and this is a worldwide situation. This ain't no just one. No, this is a worldwide situation. You have people out here who are really off their rocker, and they have no type of real support and help. And those ones be the ones that need the help more than anything. Then you got those that you know for a fact they just playing and pinning with that shit. Like, all right, I'm gonna keep getting away with this just by doing this. No, you got to be able to identify what's what. Because again, that lady was on go. She could have attacked anybody. She could have even tried to attack me. But that's why I said I was already on go. I'm still tired, but I'm on go. Don't get it twisted. When I cock this arm back, somebody might get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, if I saw that person, then I would have just called the cops instantly. If you didn't have to just look at me, I would have just, if I saw her doing that, if I saw her, I would have just called the cops and instantly like that, or I would have just found something to defend myself with.
No, no, no. See, that's the thing. We didn't know what was happening. We just seen that she ran in, and next thing you know, she tackled homegirl from out of nowhere. Homegirl
Right.
don't even know what didn't bother her. But it was people in the store again that they jumped on in because again, I was lost in the sauce. The two people that really helped her down was like, nah, because they already had a confrontation with her a while back. Like she was on that tweet time. She tried to get crazy with them on that because she wants to try to spit on them, and I remember them chasing her off the block one day. So it's like those type of people, you know, for a fact they can't be in society because they're going to say and do, and then they even going to implement certain shit.
Wow.
Nah, bro, it's like there was a lady in the store this morning when I was going to grab my coffee and shit because I was going to start my live then, but I was like, oh shit, like that shit popped off so damn quick. Homegirl wasn't expecting to get tackled by somebody that's certifiably crazy and that should be actually housed. That's why I'm saying it's getting to a point where you gotta really be on go. But then again, you can't be on go with those people because then guess what? They're gonna tell you, well, you knew better. You know they were certifiable. No, we didn't know that shit. But you got to bring that awareness on all accords. They should even have a list out. All right, we know these people are definitely certifiable. They got to be housed. I'm sorry, even if you got a petition to keep them housed in, so be it, because they're going to be a liability to the society. Period. Kev, what's going on, bro? You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's happening everywhere, whether you believe it or not. It might not be happening in big amounts like how it is in certain states, but it's happening. And again,
Right.
they are closing a lot of these fucking facilities that can help these people. No doubt, BMF. Appreciate you. Everything cool, bro. You know, just tackling this topic because again, this is crazy, man. You know, somebody shouldn't have to worry about that. That's why you got to be mindful of your surroundings because with the way things is going, just like the other day, I was looking at somebody just walking around that day, just looking wild crazy. But I know for a fact that person's certifiable. They've been certifiable forever since I was a kid. But it was just the fact that, you know, when they look like that, you know they on that type of time. But I think he also knew who the fuck not to do it to. So gotta be mindful of that too, because it could be either way. And again, it shouldn't have had to happen.
Yeah.
Game of Death, what's going on, bro? Yeah, Letitia, I'm saying, you know, I'm not worried about that, bro. I already let it be known from Jump Street. I'm a different breed of person. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing, especially when I'm adamant on this. And again, this mental health is definitely something that needs to be adamant. And when you just was in a situation where you could have possibly had to do something, I ain't gonna be as calm. Like that really threw me the hell off today. It really did. But I get where you're going with Def because I know I was hearing some things about this stuff. I know. I know.
Yeah.
You want to try to make it so whatever, but it is what it is. Yeah, I know, Letitia. Most do, and the ones that don't, you know why they don't. You know, the ones that don't have mental health, they literally have just, they probably lost their weight as far as whatever they was, however they was living. You know, it was a downfall. But you're gonna have most of them that do because again, they getting kicked out of the facilities. Even if they did have their own apartments, cribs, and stuff like that, they are getting kicked out. Because think about it. If I got a prime example, I could say if I got a mental health issue where I'm getting a check every month, depending on how much that check is, if I gotta pay rent where I'm staying, I gotta pay for my meds, do this, do that. I don't really have nothing. And then if my meds cost damn near as much as it, no, I'm basically not. No, I'm not good. And I'm not even getting the benefits or the help I should be getting. That's messed up. So now you got to pay with everything. Yo, Red Eye, what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. They need to be housed, and most of them, yeah, they do suffer from some sort of mental health crisis, and some of them are homeless because think about it. Some of them people have came home from war. They shell shocked. If they ain't got proper anything, even if the VA ain't doing what they supposed to be doing for these people, again, they out in the streets. That's what I'm saying. It's always a different dynamic and parameter that you got to attack this situation on, and that's the truth,
Okay.
right there.
What about homes and stuff? How about the homes these people are raised in? How about that? Doesn't that also contribute as well? The home environment and stuff.
Yeah, because you gotta look at it. You got some of the, and then you know what sparks it off for some of them that to even get on attack mode. The fact that you got people that are literally attacking them, not personally, but they attacking them. Like I said one night, I remember these kids try to attack this homeless dude. They don't even know dude was and I just found that out recently. Dude was in the service and all that. He had his fucking service piece and all. He could have killed them right then and there. But the fact that he was sleeping, somebody just hit him in his head and then kept it walking, he didn't know what the fuck to do. So just imagine that you in a deep sleep in the street, somebody that hit you in your head a couple times. Now you trying to figure out what's what. He could have snapped, pulled that gun out, and started shooting any and everywhere.
Wow.
It's crazy, man.
I know. Mm. Okay, I know I'm cute, anything. It doesn't matter, but whatever I was saying, like sometimes I get what you're saying, though. I'm good, though, and it's no problem. But also, for me, I'm just trying to mind what I'm saying as well. And sometimes though, I'm actually man enough to admit, like whatever I was saying at one point, at the point when we were talking and stuff like that. If I admit that I was wrong in it, I will admit it, because I know I'm wrong at some point. I get it. It's no problem. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's a sad notion because you got those who are supposed to be properly housed, especially if they know they are a danger to themselves and society, but they are
Yeah.
still overlooking that situation. And that's the thing, giving them the best possible treatment and support that they need. The ones that really need it and adamant about getting it. Because some people really ain't going to want to do it. They not. Even if the opportunity is presented in front of them, some people would just refuse to take the help. And again, it'd be a pride thing. And that's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful on that. Got to be mindful on that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like this situation this morning, that she could even tried to lunge at me because we didn't know what the hell happened. Like the main people that we didn't know what the hell happened. It was just like, what the fuck is going on? We try to pay for our shit and get up out of Dodge anyway, and then that shit happened that quick.
Wow.
So I'm saying we got to fight that on all angles and the chords because again, this shouldn't be allowed to keep happening. If you know these people are certifiable, they should not be able to be on the streets because again, they are high risk.
Wow.
And I felt bad. It was like I said, it was that quick. Like homegirl wasn't expecting that shit. You're not expecting to be walking in the store to probably go buy something, and before you fully even get in the store, another girl done tackled you, and then you find out the girl's certifiable. Didi, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's what I'm saying. When I bring topics like this and conversations like this, I'm not gonna be playing around. I'm not gonna be sugarcoating nothing. And I don't have time for anybody that feel that it is a game. You want attention, you're proving to me that you probably have the mental health that you need to go get done. Nobody got time to be thrown around with situations. Not with that. Because anybody in your family could be going through that. Let's keep that real. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. You don't know what the shit, and then you know what it is too. The sad part about it is some of them you won't even know is really certifiable until a certain situation occurs and it triggers them.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, because you got those who are walking around, like I said, you got those with severe mental health that are walking around, they talking to themselves. Some of them are wearing the same clothes for weeks on end. Like I pay attention to everything, not just in my hood, but everywhere that I'm at. I pay attention to things. That's why it's good to be observant. This way you know what to bring to the forefront. You don't always gotta have book knowledge on something. Sometimes all you gotta do is observe something and use your common sense.
Yeah.
And I felt that needed to be brought up because again, she could have attacked anybody. That she could have been, like I said, she could have even attacked me, but I'm not. Me. I'm not gonna do nothing. But I know how to restrain motherfuckers like y'all. Because again, I've been around y'all, and that's not to say it in that way or form. But I ain't like that fact that she really just attacked a stranger out of nowhere. And again, this person honestly shouldn't have even been getting out because she has a history to a degree of just having some sort of not attacking people, but just she's always volatile. Anytime you walking half naked in the streets and you really ready to fight people, no, son, you have to be housed and stay there forever. Sorry, because you're not going to be able to get back into that right mind state. It's already done. It's too late. That's why we're going to keep bringing awareness here. That's why you're going to keep having these conversations. It don't just have to be about mental health. Whatever's going on, we know we can try to fix. We're going to have to bring this to the forefront and fix it.
Yeah.
That's crazy because again, that could have been dire on either situation. Because like the way she tackled the girl, guess what? If she would have hit her head on one of them damn metal objects, or even hit the freezer over there, the little deep freezers that they got, that could have been deadly right there. That's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful and just still be somewhat on defense. But it's sad when you would have to get that way with people like that. They shouldn't be out. And I'm going to stay adamant on that. They need to be housed on all accords. Period.
Yeah, but so, sometimes you also have to be careful what we say to them people because whatever you say could have an impact on them.
Got facts right there. Even if you don't say something, it's the things that you do that will impact them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful. See, like I know who's been here recently. Like I said, I know you have autism. I know Andrew has autism. There's a
Yeah.
few people that got autism. Listen, I deal with people on all parameters because I'm just that kind of person to get along with. I ain't gonna never say or do nothing I shouldn't have to say to make y'all feel any type of way. But you just know I'm adamant about certain things, even in this building. I don't play around with people playing around on people's feelings, period.
Yeah.
Not, and again, it ain't nothing wrong with being different in life. If you feel there's something wrong with being different, then I don't know what to tell you. Your mindset is messed up. Maybe you need to find some sort of spirit in yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go being different. I mean, I'll learn more as I get older. I mean, and they ask you, who do I think I am? I just know I'm myself right now, but I'll learn more about me as I get older right now. The more I get older, the more I'll learn. Right now, I'm just satisfied with who I'm currently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's real mindful that, again, you're gonna have to just be aware of the surroundings. We have to bring this back to society the way we need to. Because again, back in the day, you wasn't getting these type of reports or you wasn't seeing these type of things happen like that because anytime it was something like that, it was usually, okay, we had this. They wasn't coming through no system. Some of these people that actually went through the system back in the days are still locked up now. But again, for good reason, because if you have the same repeated pattern of coming out and attacking and doing some other stuff, you are a danger. You are a danger to everybody. I know, love you, but we still love you, baby. See, you the different type of crazy, but we love you, baby. We need that. Oh, I'm not gonna hold you, Game of Death. I don't know that part. I'm honestly gonna tell you, I don't know that part. But there are people who are being attacked. And the sad part about it, in some notions, some of that be people again with mental health attacking their own people. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's always a different parameter to that. You got some people who are just killing homeless people for what? It's rare you're gonna get that. But almost everybody at some point, you gotta just eat, man. This ball can be unraveled for days and weeks on end. It can. Yeah, I know, Craig. And he was in here the other day too. And shouts to Phil, like I said, situations like that, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. It's a ball that could be unraveled for weeks on end. But this is sad though. You know, it's sad that you got people out here that are really walking around that need the help, ain't getting the help. The people that should be housed ain't being housed. It's a weird revolving door. At least here, it's a weird revolving door. And then when it's all said and done, even when it comes down to some of the simplest crimes, they'll try to always associate it with mental health. Sometimes it do be the case, other times it don't be. Motherfuckers know what they're doing. It's still a choice decision on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Game of Death, what's going on, bro?
Nate, brother. Nate. Listen, brother. How many homeless people have been killed by serial killers in America? They
Bro,
go
I don't even
around
know
and
that number,
shoot
to
them
be
in
honest
the
with you.
head, or they just put them in a van and they take them home and play with them and dump their bodies and no one cares. Same for prostitutes.
Yeah.
You look at the streets, you watch the streets, you see what happens in the streets. I come from the streets, you know?
Yeah. Different parts of the world. There's a street everywhere. There's different parts of the world.
The street's still the street. It doesn't change. It can be icy cold. It can be hot. It can be treacherous, ruthless, cunning.
Uh, and that's the sad part about it. But see, the fucked up thing about it is when you really have people that have mental health issues that need help and they ain't getting it. And then you got those who are in the streets that you know for a fact, even if they ain't trying to help themselves, they are still a liability to people. Again, that you shouldn't have to fucking worry about somebody attacking you or anybody around your family, even the kids. I've seen some situations again where these people have tried to attack anything moving. And it's like, it's sad
That's
you would have
right.
to really,
That's
straight.
correct. They see a drone, they pull a gun out and they shoot it. They see someone in a car watching them, they pull a gun out and they shoot them. They don't like it. They don't like to be watched, to be studied.
I mean, some would
They
even
watch
pull out
the
a knife.
streets.
What about a knife? Some will pull out a knife, though, you know? If they don't have a gun, some will pull out a knife, right?
Yeah. Anything they perceive as a weapon, they'll take that shit. Like I said, I seen the lady try to run down on somebody, and I knew she was on that, but I ain't see her no more after that last time the cops wrapped her up. I think she really gone for good. She tried to run down with not just a machete. She tried to run down with a fucking old ass mop stick. Like it looked like she took that shit from like the New York City housing people. But she only had the main part where the clip was at. I'm like, oh, she trying to go in, trying to go in. Right?
Oh,
And that's
wow.
all. When it gets that crucial, even when you ain't the
Oh, wow.
cops, no, you gotta go.
Oh, wow. Some people they even use, like, you know, your car keys or your house keys. Some people would use that against you as well.
Yeah, some people go around and feed the homeless and put arsenic in the burger and say, "Here, eat this. You're hungry."
Wow, that's sad, man.
And then they eat the burger, and the burger dissolves in their stomach, and they're scared to sleep, and it's tada bye bye, and no one
Wow.
cares about them. No one knows.
Wow. That's why they say judgment day is very near.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about it too, because again, you ain't supposed to be anybody that I feel, needs that help should get the help. Because again, at the end of the day, regardless of what, they are still human beings. They still have feelings and emotions. They still have a brain. They still have a thought process. And some of these people actually have a thought process if they trying to get the help, if they adamant about it, the people that they know they trying to come to should be able to come through and help them. Like that's just like if one of my people know they having an issue right now. Even if it's just a yo, I need to vent to you for a minute. Go ahead, vent. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, when I was like 16, 17, my father kicked me out of home. I was homeless. I didn't have any mental illness because I done graffiti, and he had enough of it. And he said, "You want to do the graffiti? You go and do it, but you're not going to live under my roof." So I ended up being homeless. My father was John Anderson, board of directors, A&P Centre, $4.7 million in 1 year earnings.
Oh, wow.
He was on TV, multiple TV channels in Australia a lot of the time, get on camera. And he kicked his only son out. He always wanted a son, and he kicked him out.
Wow, that's cold, man. Wow.
That's some heavy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's sad though? The only thing I felt sad about for those who are out there that, and I'm not saying those because again, you want to have a small portion of the homeless people who ain't really have no mental issues at all. They just either they done got kicked out, they done lost their place of living, so on and so forth. But the ones who really
Like I've seen
adamantly
homeless
need help,
people jerking off in the street and wearing no clothes and walking around and
Wow.
dirty clothes, and of course they got mental illness,
Yeah, I mean,
but a lot of them are
some of
soldiers
them even,
fought for
some of them
America.
would just even give up hope and stuff, even if they don't have like very serious type of serious like that. Some of them would just, just give up hope. They're just pretty much just like, they just give up.
A lot of them are veterans that fought, and their best mates died for America and contributed in every single war for freedom. I fed the homeless for 30 years.
Wow.
30 years I fed the homeless.
I mean, I've like what you could gave money or like gave food to the homeless whenever I go across the street or something like that. Whenever I go out with family and stuff, and when we see someone on the street, we try and help them out whenever we get the chance.
God bless you.
Thank you.
but that's what you're supposed to do. But see, this is the thing
No,
too. You gotta
I know. Whenever I get the chance, I do it, and or I just let whoever family member do it for me on my behalf. But I don't mind to help out. I know I'm supposed to do that, but I just do it whenever I get the chance.
nah, and that's a good thing. And see, and that's the thing too. Period. Like, it's not about you can't help those people in those type of dire situations. Those who are really just homeless, like they really out on fortune. They even if it's not mental health, it's nothing wrong with helping them. But say even in society now, you got to be able to decipher because you got people that are blending in with them to where it's like they panhandling. Like I said, some of them still do be having a little mental health issues. Listen, is a check cashing place that I used to go to.
Wow.
Every first of the month, you see those people sitting in front of the check cashing places. It's always the first that they sitting in front. They
Oh, wow.
play
But
it and they'll try to fit right into it.
Oh, okay, but I was just gonna say, anyways, one thing in Busan you should not do sometimes, though. You know, like some people who are homeless and they have no money when they beg for money, right?
Mm.
Sometimes, though, if you give them money, be one, they'll come back. You know, like some people do that as like a form of business or something. You know, you have like children or you have some adults or something in Pakistan. They go, around to people and ask for money. If you give them money, they won't leave. They will come back constantly and ask for more.
Oh,
I know. That's
there's
why
a
you gotta
shop.
identify. You gotta be able to identify that because you got people who
No, I
really
know,
are.
I know,
You
I
know,
know. I'm
no,
just
no,
giving an example.
There's a
no, no, no.
shop
I know, bro.
there's a shop in Sydney called David
Mhm.
Jones, and there's a homeless person there, and he makes between $50,000 to $60,000 per year,
Wow.
and he just stays there 24/7.
Crazy. Seeing if you was sitting there gathering up money like that, and you ain't even, you could have put yourself back on the fast track. But see, this is why I was
Yes,
saying all in all, though. When you
a
were a
hundred
prime
percent,
example,
a
like
hundred
prime
percent.
example, this is the thing. You could sit there and identify. See, prime example. I'm not a fucked up person. When I know you really homeless and you fucked up and you starving to a point where you even asking people, yo, I don't need nothing, just buy me something to eat. I'll help you. I'm not going to deny nobody no type of food. But then I'm going to deny people that I know for a fact, okay, you either A, trying to feed a habit because I done seen you moving around, especially if you moving in certain shady spots that I know is drug infested. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and feed your habit. Not going to do that. Like I just literally did this earlier. So you got some people that they ain't gonna always come back. They just gonna remember that, like, you know what, this person was good. And some of these
Mhm.
people, again, they blend in with the regular homeless people. Those ones that be out, oh,
See,
sir, you need to spare some change. Bro, I just seen you last week with a pair of fucking whatever's on. You ain't broke. You better no, we're not doing that.
oh wow. Wait, actually, no, that's like one time, I don't know, my brother told me this one story or something about son. He went with my cousin to his college, whatever, and they were seeing this girl or something. She was like begging or something like that, and she once had rags before, and then she came with like like nice fresh clothes and stuff, and she just does that.
Yeah. And then even those who are really like in the same clothes, some of these people again, like I just told the young boy earlier, the young boy was getting ready to come to me, and I told him not even a couple days ago, I said, bro, when you see my face, don't ask me for nothing because you are running around asking people not for $1.50. You asking people for $5, and then you not even going to do what you say you're going to do. We know you getting high. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. You got those people who are blending in with the homeless people who really either have mental health crisis or really in this dire situation. So, you got to be mindful of who you really helping. And then the main ones you can help, you'll just feel that spirit. Like I knew the one lady was hungry as shit. She didn't even have to come to me. I just came out the store with something extra anyway. My here. I ain't have no extra money, but here, hopefully this will hold you down. She appreciated that. And then even recently, she did see me. She ain't asked nothing, say nothing. She was like, "I appreciate you, young man, because you really did me good that day." I think
Oh
she
wow.
finally like getting herself together. Like I think she probably in the shelter and shit now. Because she wasn't mentally, she didn't have no mental health issues or nothing. She just was down on her luck. Like she lost her apartment. No real immediate family to come to get the help. So she was out there. But when you know somebody hungry, you'll hear it. A lot of times you hear somebody's stomach rumbling. That's how you know they really in a dire situation. I'm not going to be a fucked up person. If I don't buy you something, fuck that. Whatever I cooked, if I got something extra, yo, here, hold this. Platty,
No
what's
rat
going on,
sack,
baby?
no rat sack, no, nothing in the cheeseburgers,
Huh?
nothing in the cheeseburgers, no arsenic, no rat sack.
No, no, no. Listen, we not doing that shit. Not out
Nah, of
here. I don't
course not.
listen. Everywhere
Of
is
course
different.
not.
I know where you at is different, but everywhere is not the same way. Some people are really gonna help you if they need to help you. Like I said, if I hear your stomach rumbling, nigga, look, here, hold this. Eat something. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
sit here and
or
give you something that's gonna kill you. I'm gonna give you something that's gonna at least fucking fill you up. So you ain't gotta worry about, damn, all right, I'm good. At least until I can figure out the next, course of action.
in Australia, It's called Homelessness Nest. NESS Nest. And it has been updated since 2010 on the government website of Australia. And they've done nothing about the homeless. And the numbers have increased dramatically. And the ones that I've said, I've noticed just cark it and just slowly die. And it's sad. It's sad, really is sad. And a lot of them have been veterans that fought for Australia, soldiers. My father was a soldier in the Australian Army, he was a captain. My grandfather was a colonel major. 1 year out to be Australian general. My great grandfather was an Anzac soldier, killed 16 men, won the second highest medal you can achieve. My family have always fought. For over 70 plus years, there's been an agreement with America, with Australia, that they'll fight for every single war that America gets into. Does anyone know that?
No, I'm be honest with you, bro. What you just said sounded like almost everywhere around the world. Somebody has served in the army. Somebody is homeless because of that. Somebody is, and it is the truth. It could be and it's fucked up. And see, even with you, what you just said, your pop should have been able to fucking get all of the best benefits, especially if it was, yeah, that's anybody. If you served in the war, whether you physically got scathed or not, you still have to worry about a mental shell shock. Because again, you're not going to be able to come back into society and be able to live somewhat comfortably. That's just like some people that came back from the war. The minute they hear certain things and it sound like it's a grenade or any type of pin being dropped, if they don't duck, they'll be on go. So again, those people that need the help, they're blending in even with the people that, that's what I'm saying. It's a fight all around the board, and for the people who did have to serve and fight, they should be rewarded. They should be rewarded. They should be rewarded the best possible health and all
that. 100% correct.
No, it's the truth. They need to be properly, they need to be properly rewarded because again, some people go with the notion of I'm doing the right service for my country, and in the same token, they can mess around and end up losing their life. Some people don't even fully get on the battlefield and could lose their life. Some people might have a traumatic experience in front of them. Look, you got people who have told stories about their friends that died right in front of them on the battlefield.
Oh wow,
and remember that saying,
Oh wow, that's sad. But I was just gonna say that as well. Just reminded me, I was really sad though. Anyway, there's this very famous translator. He was like he translated the Quran. He's like British Indian. Basically, his name is Abdullah Yusuf Ali. He's like very famous. He had everything he wanted, but then eventually at some point as he got older, he kind of, had a lot. He's been through so much emotion and everything, and slowly, when he started losing everything, he died alone on the streets, homeless.
See, that's the sad part about it.
He died on the streets, homeless in London. In London, he died on the streets, homeless. No family wanted to claim him or something like his body, so they just buried him here.
It's fucking sad. And that's what I'm saying. When those people need help, especially when they come back from war, and what, I could be honest with you. Oh shit. I can even be honest with you. There's been a lot of documentaries. Like prime example, some of these motorcycle gangs got started up from people who came home from the war and they was displaced. Like I don't have I can't just get into society and get a job that I want. They not trying to even give me something. Like I feel like if I literally have given my all, the most I should get when I come back
I think I
is
gotta go.
That sounds like the Batman phone.
Oh no, that was my house phone on some bullshit.
All right, guys.
No doubt,
it sounded like the Batman phone. You're gonna have to put on your cape.
All right, guys. Thanks for having. All right, Nick. I think I have to go now. Thanks for having me up. I'm gonna go now and see you. Bye.
No doubt, Riaz. You know you're more than welcome to pop up, bro.
Same here.
Appreciate you for popping in, man.
Same here, bro. All right. Bye.
All right now. Yeah, nah, bro, because this is what I was saying though. I feel like this over and over again. When they have sat here and gave their blood, sweat, and tears to try to fight for something, and they come home and they don't even have nothing that they feel they should have. Prime example, some of them ain't getting the proper stuff from the VAs, society, so on and so forth. No, I feel like if I know you coming back and you shell shocked, or we know that you might be shell shocked due to the things that you've seen and gone through in war, y'all supposed to get all the help. If it's something, even if it come down to look, we're gonna prescribe with you. We're gonna prescribe you this if it's gonna get even more. But before we can even do anything, we're gonna get you the proper psychiatric help just to make sure you good.
No,
Because again, even some of those people come back and they don't fit into society. This is how some of them biker gangs got started. They came back, ain't getting no type of love and respect. So what you think they gonna do? We gotta earn, nigga. Like,
there's medication for homeless, for soldiers, but they want freedom. They want to live outdoors. They can't be crept inside a house or a unit or a flat or apartment. They can't do anything like that. It's just totally impossible for their mindset. I've spoken to a lot of them, and after a while, they've opened up to me, and some of them made it back and got a job, and like I see them again, and they're feeding their friends and saying like, get off the street, trying to help each other because there's
yeah,
no one helping them. It's a sad, very, very. It's the saddest topic you've ever come up with.
yeah,
It's like I fed so many homeless. Like I feed them usually on St Andrew's Day, the 30th of November.
uh-huh.
I come from the son of Andrew, and it's a special day for me. But I go in the city quite a lot, and if I see one in the street that I've known for a while, I ask them what they want to eat. I say, just stay here, I'll be back. And they might want Honey Jacks or a pizza or some Coke. But I never buy any alcohol. I never give them any money. I only buy them food. Because if you give them money, they'll buy drugs. Don't give
Yeah.
them money. Only give them food.
Yeah, no, see, this is what I'm saying. You just gotta decipher who's who. Because again, like even out in my area, I know who's actually homeless and who's actually been trying to get themselves in the proper positions, but they just really messed up. And some of them got family, but they not like directly out here. So it's not like I can say, all right, in order for me to be off the streets out here, I could go to my cousin's house like in the next borough or something. I can't do it because my family don't live here. But those ones I know for a fact are getting themselves together. That's the most they mostly ask somebody like, yo, you think you can get me something to eat? Or, you think I'm trying to get me something to eat? 9 out of 10, most of the time, most of the people that know, all right, if we ain't giving you no money, we gonna give you some food. And then some, they gonna ask for money because some of them, they are blending in with the rest of them. I'm gonna try to get this, play crazy, do all this extra shit just to try to get my fix. Trust me.
Yeah, no
That's
money.
crazy.
No money. No money
Yeah.
whatsoever. Never give them money.
Nah, I'll give money to somebody that I know for a fact. Like I said, I gave money to that lady to go buy something. And that's why I said she never came to me, asked me for nothing or nothing. I gave her food one time and I gave her $5 one time. The only thing she wanted was a bacon, egg, and cheese and something else. I gave either which option. And that lady, every time she did see me, she just did nothing but smile and like, I appreciate you, young man, because you didn't have to, but you did. I said, yeah, I'm not going to, if I hear your stomach growling, I'm not going to sit here and deny you food. You could be sitting in my house right now. I wouldn't care what your situation is. If you hungry, say something. I could possibly try to help you. That's just me.
Yeah. A lot of people are hungry for a lot of things in life.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to bring that up today because I feel like, we were just speaking about this last night, and then when this situation happened again, I probably would have been had to want to knock somebody out just because they on that type of time. And I wouldn't have even known if they wouldn't have said that to me. Who knows? If I would have hit her, I probably would have been going to jail. And see, it's not like it was a situation where the cops could have got involved because that shit happened so damn quick. But the best bet, some of these people do, they ain't going to want to get cops involved. They going, if a situation like that does happen, they're going to try to sweep it under the rug and get them the fuck up out of Dodge. And that's exactly what happened. She didn't get no chance to get arrested because then when she tried to come out again and try to be on attack mode to the people in the streets, somebody pulled out that bat and she went hauling ass, but she almost got hit by a fucking van in the streets. Because it goes to show you, like, when you really bugged out like that, like, nah, you shouldn't be out and about. If, like I said, that's the same when I said, you walking around half naked in the streets ready to fight the cops. How the fuck do you keep getting through the damn fucking system? How do you keep getting the fuck out of the system?
You don't. You're just a number. A statistic.
Yeah.
No one cares. Pauper's grave. Homeless die every day. Every week. Month on end. Year on year.
Yeah.
One decade to the next decade. I've seen it all.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have to go. The main ones that really need the help and the adamant help shouldn't have to go through that type of phase, and they shouldn't have to be in the. They shouldn't have to be in the line of crossfire because of their situations. That's why I said we got to definitely try to keep building. This is a worldwide thing. Again, everybody grabs different forms of how they dealing with mental health crisis. But mostly everybody will tell you the same thing. Half of these people are homeless with mental health because either they was war vets or they really just had something, it could be something that was, it's in the bloodline. It's in the genes sometimes. Again,
No,
you can't.
I know a young lady who lost her job like 2 months ago. All her savings had gone to rent. Now she's got no money. She's got Wi-Fi at home. She's going to get disconnected. She can only talk to me by Wi-Fi, by WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I told her I'll give her some money, and she said, "Thank you, God bless you, but I'm not going to take it." But she's going to wind up homeless. She's got nowhere to go. She's got no family. She's got friends, but she's too stubborn, and she's going to be on the street just because she can't get a job.
It's crazy.
And she's well educated. She's got thousands of books in the unit that she's bought and she's read. It's just a sad world. It's just people fall through the cracks and they don't deserve it. And there's been plenty of Americans I've heard of that have fought for America and kept you alive and died on the streets.
Yeah.
And no one helped them. No help whatsoever. They got the burger.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to get that at all at the end of the day, especially when, these people have, done some sort of service for the country. And then you got those who end up.
They got the double cheeseburger, Nate. It's sad.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that way at all. These people should not have to worry about it.
Yeah, pickles next rasnik.
And that's why I said, all in all, there's the factor that we're going to have to start alleviating in the communities, and it starts on all battles. Battles right now is trying to at least alleviate some of the homeless and the ones who have mental health that severely need the help. That's something that should be wrapped around, and that's not just a No, it should be a community thing at first, because again, we got to start bringing back our communities one way or another, the best way possible, even if it's by the smallest things. You know, you got people who are certified as far as um they certified with psychiatry and all that other shit. They should be able to, okay, look, uh if you need to vent, you need to do this, you could come here, yada yada yada. It's free consultation, all of that shit. That needs to happen again, because some of these people really can't even fucking afford the simplest helps, down even to the simplest medications. They can't even get that. So again, you know, it is starts off every little piece. It has to start.
That's right. It's got to be step by step process. And what Australia has done, they've made swags. If you know what swags are, made them for the homeless, that they can make a bed and roll it out, and if it rains or whatever happens, any weather conditions, that they'll be fine. And they're used quite a lot, you know, and they line up in Woolloomooloo. They line up from the oldest homeless to the youngest, and it's a pecking order, and they lay in a row next to the police station, so they feel like they're safe. Down in Woolloomooloo in Sydney, near the rocks, and the oldest to the youngest, you know, and just go along and give them a breast KFC meal and a drumstick and something to wipe their hands with, you know, and a can of drink. And that's what I've done. And I'll go to KFC and I speak to the manager, and like, they know me so well now, like, it's not funny. And it's like, David, you know, it's great to see you. You're doing great work. And there's been a few times that everyone in KC's put their money together and bought an extra bucket of chicken so I can feed the homeless even more, do more good work. You know, of Matthew Talbot Hostel. They run the street and take people homeless off the street, and they fill the hostel. And when they're full, they take people that can sit outside, and they give them swags so they can sleep. And when they wake up, they can have a shower and they can get clean, and everyone can have a shower and get clean and get clothes and food, you know, and they're trying to do something positive. And you can give to these charity organisations, and instead of paying tax, you know, you can give it to them, and, you know, you can get your money back by helping the homeless. The government allows things like that. But there's not enough help. You know, there's only so many people can do so much. The Salvation Army, St. Vincent's de Paul, all these societies, Christian societies, they all go around and feed the homeless. They got work vans, and you get sandwiches and drinks, and, you know, they all get together and huddle. And in winter time, it's really tough, you know. A lot of them die and perish. They don't go to the food vans, and they don't seek help off anyone, and they just perish and just die on the street. Like, to go through that kind of pain and agony, to die like that, is unspeakable for a double
Nah,
cheese
it is.
they need.
Nah, it is unspeakable. And that's why I said, and this is something that's going on around the world. And, when you bring in general topics like this, when I bring topics, it's not a one state thing. No, it's a worldwide thing. Crime affects everybody. Mental health affects everybody. You know, homelessness affects everybody. Either which way you think about it, I'm always going to bring a logical conversation that's happening in general and around the world. So this right here was today, it needed to be said today. People are going to have to really come together and figure out ways to combat this situation before it really becomes a point where, it's just going to be it's all holds barred, like with everybody. And it shouldn't have to be that way. Kids shouldn't have
but
to worry about.
the governments don't want to know that we're going to do nothing about it. They turn a blind eye, blind justice. They close their eyes, and it's blind justice.
Yeah, it is. But it's crazy. Because again, these people should be getting the proper help, and nobody should have to die on the streets because of their mental health or because they're not. They should be getting. Again, these people are humans at the end of the day. They do have feelings, emotions, and again, they have a thought process. And when you are leaving them in a dire situation where they feel like nobody is going to even care, this triggers them. This could possibly make a situation go from bad to worse. And again, you feed the homeless the way you see fit. Some people are going to, if they know these people are homeless, they might give them something. But then again, you're going to have those who are going to give you food. Like if you need something, or even if you need somewhere to go get something, even if it's a pantry. I know some of these people, they go to the pantries that's open because, again, if they know they hungry, you'll see them. Like I said, I knew which ones was homeless because we have pantries that happen every Tuesday and Thursday in my area. So when I seen that some of these people were actually homeless, I knew for a fact those are the ones I wouldn't deny. Not no money, no food. But the ones I know wasn't there are the ones, like I said, that'll be trying to blend in with everybody, sitting in front of the check cashing places, trying to, excuse me, sir, can you spare some change? I'm trying to get something to eat. And those same ones that I'm talking about, you'll see them fucking go and cop some drugs. So you just gotta know who you are fucking actually helping. See, with me, I know who I'm helping.
Cash, no go. No cash. No cash whatsoever. Can never give them cash. They like to have different types of food. And sometimes you have to walk, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And if you're too long, they end up walking away, and leaving. And you're holding a pizza in your hand, and it's like, wow,
well, guess what?
It's crazy.
And even then, I know how to decipher because I did that one time. I knew who to help and who not to help from then on. One time, like I said, I literally sat here, brought food. That person left, but the other person that was adamant on eating still stood. It was like, I appreciate that. They was like, I don't know what they was here for, but I'm appreciative that you even are buying something to eat and you didn't even have to. I said no, because I'm not going to deny nobody no food. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you just struggling and you hungry. I ain't going to deny you no food because, again, I've always felt that was a curse right there to deny anybody any type of food, especially if you know it's feeding them. Because if you do that, what does that say about you? You know better than the person that's in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the government's. The government's got to do more things and just have a program in place to get them off the street and to have more housing and get them medicated. There's a lot of drugs out there. I've read a lot of books, and there's a lot of drugs out there for homeless people to take that are veterans, and it works. Especially they tried new drugs for the soldiers that fought in Vietnam. That's when the drugs were made, but there's a lack of giving it to them because they can't see a doctor, they've got no Medicare card, they've got no money, and it's only organisations that can get them the medication, but they can only house them part-time. And then from there they get state housing. But they leave the property and they go back to be homeless because they can't be indoors. They just can't do it. It's not a win-win situation. You give them the medication and, it's out of all the time that I've fed the homeless, there's only a bag of them, a dirty dozen that's made it. Most of them just perish and they're just a number. That's all they are, a number.
Yeah, but that right there shouldn't even happen. They shouldn't have to be a number because, again, they are humans. They ain't no fucking lottery numbers. They ain't no lottery picks or nothing. No, they are human beings. And I get, like I said, it's fucked up because some people, you know what it is too? If you're not getting the proper dosage of medication, like I said, I've seen some people, if they dosage was low and they high alert, they supposed to have that high meds because that's what's going to keep them in balance. Now, if you giving them something, that's just like prime example. The only thing I can say that I ever have you shut all the way to hell down is Ritalin because, again, my mom's used to work with those type of people with mental health on all aspects. Some was autistic, some was schizophrenic, some was deaf, so on and so forth. My mom's worked with a variety of people. That's why I said I could never be any type of way when it comes to anybody. I could build with you because I go more on character than anything. And if I can assess something, I'm going to assess it. And and it's sad. The only thing I've seen that's actually put people down, like even in the most violence of rage, is Ritalin.
Yeah, well, look who was a worldwide killer and was schizophrenic. Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, no. Trust me, I know. Would you be surprised? Again, these people are blended into society, and that could be the problem. That's why I said, sometimes it's going to have to start on all angles. Like, even again, you got people who, this shit could go deep, but again, we just gotta bring that awareness, and we're gonna have to fight this shit one way or another. But people shouldn't have to worry
You
about
gotta
that type
watch
of
the
situation
ones
at
that
all.
feed the homeless. They're the ones you gotta watch.
No, well, first of all, no. You can say, you know what? I could be honest. We just gonna have a different view on that because not everybody that's feeding the homeless is trying to kill them. We got those like I said, it's different scenarios, different parts of the world. But where I'm at, we ain't trying to kill them. The homeless people that we know for a fact are fucked up homeless, we ain't trying to kill them. We trying to make sure they really eat. And some of these homeless people will really present themselves as, again, I've been on a train. And you could tell when somebody is just being a panhandler from when somebody is really out and about hungry. That's what I'm saying. Like, and even for those who was able to try to get, if they getting the proper things they need, some of them you ain't gonna see no more because they trying to get the fuck off the streets, which is respectable, especially if they know they need the help.
Like
What's going on, baby?
Death Wish 2 and Charles Bronson, and there's two dudes, homeless dudes, one pulls the knives and then he blasts them, He cuts the newspaper and then he blasts them away. They go around mugging people, try to get money for drugs. They're dangerous people, they can be very, very dangerous. Many homeless people are killed. And they'll keep killing. And the people on the other side of the will keep killing the homeless.
Uh,
It just snowballs and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just doesn't stop. There's more homeless people now in Australia than ever before, and they're just as statistic and they're just a number. They got 111 on their back.
it's crazy.
I know what I got on my back.
Huh?
I know what I got on my back.
Yeah, and a lot of people, you just gotta, even when it comes down to that, you're just gonna have to assess situations definitely. And again, like I said, that situation earlier could have went dire for anybody, not even me, because I know damn well I wasn't having it. But it was just the fact that it even happened in the first place, which is a sad notion that again, you're gonna have to try to fight on all parameters and try to at least suppress these situations from happening even more. Because again, what if what if she didn't attack this grown ass woman? What if she would have attacked somebody's kids, or she would attack somebody with their kids? Those people are definitely the ones that need to be watched, and it's volatile. It has to be.
The police come and put them in jail, and they're in jail and they don't get medication. And when I was in jail, they wouldn't shower and they'll be in the cells by themselves. They have a green card, not a white card. So if they settle up with anyone because they're a green card, they can be kicked out of their cell because someone's got a white card. So everyone just kicks them out and they're just alone, and they talk to the sun and the sky and giggle and laugh and carry on. And even people in jail want nothing to do with them. It's a sad fact, and it's a real fact, and they don't get medicated. And there's professional doctors that you have to see before they lock you up. You see the doctor that runs the hospital, runs the jail, the prison,
Yeah.
and he assesses you. You get assessed, and don't do their job. They're just a number. It's crazy. I've seen it from my own eyes. I'm throwing money at something that I've only had a little bit of a benefit from a few, a dirty dozen.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Mish, what's going on, baby? Neff, what's going on, baby? I see y'all popping up in here. Appreciate y'all. No, but it's sad. It shouldn't be no dirty dozen that survive. It should be more than that survive and get the help that they need. Because again, they are human beings. I don't care what nobody say. You still a human being. I wouldn't treat you any less way just because of your situation. You still a human being at the end of the day.
God bless you, Nate.
Yeah, man. Because this is what I'm saying. People that are here. Most of them are still here building with me, and most have just come into the fold. And guess what? We all are on the same notion. It's all about love, respect, and just trying to help where help where it's needed. These conversations help. These conversations do bring people to the forefront, whether they dropping gems in the chat, whether they dropping gems on the panel. These type of awarenesses and these type of talks need to happen because again, we are seeing things happen at an alarming rate. And if we don't really start acting on these things now, it's going to get far worse. And it's going to get to a point where now it's going to be adamant where, all right, if we're going to have this continue happening, y'all might as well just kill them off. And nobody should have to kill somebody off because they can't control what's going on in their mental. Sorry, I'm not wanting them to be on that.
Yeah, quite right. Totally correct.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just, again, I got people that build, and some are on that mental spectrum. They're not as high, but even still, we all got a respect level. We all can come together, joke, have a good time. This is the safe haven, and I'm gonna continue to make that the safe haven on all accords, because I build with people on all times. I got people right now that I know for a fact high functioning, mentally challenged. Guess what? They always know it's love because they be like, "Yo, Nate, you already know what it is." Yeah, I know. And I'll still be joking with them and all, like I joke with everybody else. And they don't take no offense. They don't get mad. They know what the hell real love and compassion really is. And again, I don't give a fuck. I could be the thuggiest nigga, but I do have a big heart. That's just me.
Yeah. Well, you ever been homeless, Nate?
No, but I got family members that have been homeless. I've had one of my cousins, may he rest in peace, was homeless at one point because he was on the drugs heavy. So trust me, I used to see him out in the streets. A lot of times he tried to come, I already knew what he wanted. And then you think about it. You on that shit, I know for a fact I'm not giving you no money because you're going to either go get you some drinks or you're going to go get you that hard shit. See, I was one of those people. I'm not enabling or feeding your habit. You want some food? I'll give you some food because you family, but I'm not giving you no money, especially when I know that's what it's going to. See, that's when you got to know when to decipher shit. I've been around people who have been homeless. So I'm always going to be able to assess what's real and what's just panhandling moves, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you put up the topic anyway. Most people won't talk about it. God bless you for doing it.
No, I appreciate you, bro. No, but see, this is the thing. You always going to bring these type of topics up because this is happening in real time. Again, that situation with that girl could have got died because the way she tackled homegirl, if homegirl would have hit her head on that fucking deep freeze that they got with the ice creams and stuff, that could have been a murder right there. And then look, she probably still would have slipped through the cracks regardless. And even those that do that, they do end up going back through that revolving door, which I feel if you have done something that horrendous, and you know that person's mental status is not where they're supposed to be at, they should not be able to still be walking out in society. They need to be caged in. Sorry to say it like that, but it's for the benefit and it's for the safety of the people around them.
They had to clean the streets of the prostitutes, like with the homeless come the prostitutes homeless. And young girls that sell themselves to old dirty men, and so in Sydney there is no prostitution in the streets of any suburb or any part of the city whatsoever. They put them all into jail. And anyone that pulled over a prostitute, just dropped their car, stopped their car, the police just jumped out and charged them.
Yeah.
Even if they stopped their car.
Oh yeah, like that's something even out here they used to have. That was nothing but them big ass prostitution stings. Like, all right, we know these people is buying ass. Let's see if we gonna catch them. Oh, trust me. I listen. I've always done my awareness and my due diligence on certain things, but that ain't nothing new. It's just it's still going on now. It's just not being brought to the horizons because again, like you said, sometimes these shits be stings. The minute somebody do get in the car with one of them, beep, 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 where do you think you going? Now you got a choice. I see in certain countries, in certain spots, you got a choice. You either going to take that citation or you ass is actually going to jail. Sometimes they'll give you a citation. But then again, it's crazy because, it's putting you out there like, yeah, all right, this is what you do. And we got to be mindful of you because when we see you around these areas, we know this is what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know who was homeless and who wasn't because the ones that I knew was homeless would be at all of these pantries the days that they really be open. And even I'm going to say it's 3 times out the week. Because sometimes you got a truck that comes out on Thursday as well. They give out actual hot meals and all of that shit for people that need it. You gonna leave with a hot meal, and you probably gonna leave with some extra, canned goods and whatever else that you know is needed. Because again, some of these people that's not even homeless, they are going to the pantries because times is rough right now. Money wise, everything's tough right now. So again, just imagine you have certain issues. You can't even get the medication. So now it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's always going to be an uphill battle with certain things, but we got to keep bringing these awarenesses and conversations out. Period. And nobody should be looked down on either because they probably had a downfall. I don't never look down on nobody. And the reason why I don't is because guess what? That could be me, or that could have been me at one point. So I always just keep myself in the middle and keep myself humble. Never want to poke fun at somebody that I know is going through a trying time.
Yeah. There's big issues out there, definitely big issues, and that's what the magazine's called. It's called Big Issues, and the home sell it for like $5-6, and they get half the money, and sell 10, 15, 20, 30 magazines, and that's how they make their money. And it's got photos of homeless people and homeless people would have died.
What's that?
Minister will say a prayer for them, and you read the prayer in the Big Issue. That's what it's called in Sydney. And they're on the streets of the city selling the magazine, and that's how they make their money. That's the job that they do because they're outside, they're not inside. They can't go inside. It's just a big problem. It's just they like the great outdoors. That's the problem. That's the major problem with homeless people that I've seen, that I've noticed, is that they love the great outdoors and they love being outside. And if they can find a place where they can have a shower and they can change their clothes and wash their clothes, they've got huge dryers and wash machines in these places.
Yeah. And that's what needs to happen everywhere. You got some places that are doing what you're saying. They'll let you come in. Like we got like 1 or 2 shelters out here that deal with not just so much the men, the women too. See, it's like we got 3 different shelters. One is literally for the women, I believe.
Problem, don't you?
Huh?
You still got a prostitution problem. You can get girls on the street, can't you?
Yeah, but you know what you do. But that's anywhere. You know what to expect with that. But it's not as high as it was back in the day. Like it's not being as publicized.
Not in
Again,
Australia. It doesn't happen in Australia.
Oh. No, I know that, but I'm saying, bro, like everywhere else, it could be different. Because again, you gonna have those who, if that's what they doing, that's what they doing. And it's just about how you doing it. Because again, you got some people that never get caught up in prostitution. You got some who get caught up, and it'd be probably their first time, or sometimes they just been a regular. But all in all, though, that's shit crazy. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. You have to understand that it's just some things you're not gonna be able to overlook or underlook. Because guess what? When you get off of this app, you are still living in reality. That's why I said I can never blur the lines. Because again, everything that I've been bringing up is stuff that I observed or happen to be in the middle of, and things you just want to see because you come up and you've seen it yourself. And if you want to get technical and put out all these books and information, we can do that too. But even still, it's not negating what I'm saying. It's a general situation that's happening around the world. We need to fix that. People need to come together. If people could come from different states and put something together, why can't people from around the world bring something together? And you do have those places, like I said, that Prime example, we got 3 shelters. One is for, women and kids who, victims of domestic violence. Like, and a lot of them are like single, they DVs. Then you got the shelters, the other 2, they're for the men and women, whether they got kids or not. But they allow them to come, shower, do whatever, even stay there as long as they abiding by the rules. Unless you working, see, prime example, you got some people who are homeless, but they working. So if they in a shelter, they gotta, unless they get that special pass, they gotta abide by the rules. If they ain't in by a certain time, they could possibly lose their spot to somebody else that next day. You never know. That's why it's always an uphill battle to some degree, because some of these spots, they really are adamant about the rules. And some people choose to end up going on the streets because they won't just listen to protocol. If I know this could possibly get me out of this fucking shelter quicker, I'm gonna just follow whatever rules and regulations so I could get my own.
Yeah, it takes about 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Most of them tell me like between 3 and 6 months, and
some places it could be a little bit different.
They get drug tested and
yeah, they
make
do that.
sure that they're not taking drugs and stuff. So, because it's a major problem, they're homeless and all they want to do is take drugs, and it's the government's done a big thing where if anyone put their brake light on, straight away the police officer had the right to go up to them and give them a summons to go to court, and that's on their record for life.
That's crazy.
A known offender of having sex with prostitutes, especially homeless prostitutes.
Yeah. Telling you, this is crazy. There's so many ways and so many different battles, That's what I'm saying, even when it comes down to that. But that'll be another topic about that. But as far as what we was talking about earlier, it's sad. These people shouldn't be a dirty dozen that just make it. No, they should be more than a dirty dozen that make it from that situation. Because again, you have some people who have been homeless, whether they have mental health crisis or not, that actually managed to get back on track and get back on board. Again, if you are adamant on getting the help needed, that's the most important thing to remember. Get the help that's needed, because you're gonna need it. And then the people too, like I said, as a community, have to come together and have an outreach. Like, if we know these people definitely want and need the help them the best way possible.
Yeah.
But this was just, a main thing. Like I said, these topics of conversation will always happen because this is happening around the world. Again, there's certain things that are going to affect everybody. This ain't no race thing, no nothing. This is it affects everybody type of thing. Mental health affects everybody. Child molestation affects everybody. Mental health affects everybody. Sexual attacks affect everybody. That's what I'm saying. I'm never going to not bring a general topic that we can't try to vibe on.
I've got another account, Facebook account, a homeless account, and I've filmed the homeless and spoken to them, and fed them, walked around, and they want that piece of chicken. They always want a different piece or extra. And it's just part of life, like I've done it and I've had virtually no comments, no likes, no views. And that's for everyone that talks about homeless on YouTube. There's no help whatsoever.
You know what? And the sad part about that, the sad part about that game is the fact that, like I said, you're gonna have things that are being brought to the forefront that they ain't gonna get all the traction you think it should get. But let you would have been doing something towards the homeless that wasn't good. How much you want to bet everybody would have viewed like that and all that shit? That's sad because you got some people that really don't give a fuck about society. Even when you try to bring awareness on a grander scale of things, some people just don't care. And that's sad. That's why I said I will be the main one that's going to bring awareness regardless, whether you want to hear this voice or not. You're not going to be able to negate and deny anything that I'm saying. We have a real problem that we need to try to fix one way or another. And if we ain't fixing it, we ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. Our government in Australia won't stand up and fight for the homeless. They've done nothing. The site's been dead since 2010. No money's been thrown at the homeless. Only people that are wealthy donate, and they get their money back because they're giving money to the homeless. The government allows that. So there's more than ever before, and there's kids out there, young teenage girls getting abused and used and going to houses that are unoccupied and sleeping and living wherever and getting pregnant. So it's just crazy. I've seen it for a long time. Hell of a long time. But Nate, the most important thing is to never give them money. No matter how much they ask for money, everyone has got to stop giving them money. Just get them food if they're hungry, because they won't go to the food truck, or when people hand out food, they won't go to them and they just starve and die. And that's the really saddest way to die of hunger. You see that in Africa, young kids dying from starvation, and the same thing with the homeless. And interact with them, and they get to know you, and after a while, there's no barriers up, and they're fine, they're okay, they're not violent. They're very talkative and very positive. But they just want to stay on the streets. They're comfortable where they are. They actually just want to live on the streets. And that's the big problem. That's what I've seen. And I don't know any solution for it. I can't tell you the golden circle.
Gotta bring that awareness where it's needed. You have to, because if we don't really sit here and attack that issue the way we need to, you're gonna keep having uprises like that. You're gonna have either spikes in deaths where it's coming from that, or you're gonna have spikes in the death because these people are out here, they're completely lost. They're completely shell-shocked. And you're gonna have to bring this. These people have to understand that when certain institutions ain't helping, we gotta help. We are supposed to be an institution. We are a community. we are supposed to be an institution to try to keep the community a certain way. And some people have lost that battle. I don't know. Some people have lost their way of just battling and really fighting. And some people ain't gonna want to fight on that accord. But guess what? You know, it doesn't matter. You don't necessarily have to. But when you see the things around you starting to get worse and worse, you'll realize, and then you'll come to that same accord. Like, you know what? They was right. We gotta definitely have to start doing what we need to.
Yeah, like you heard of King Uprock?
No. Is that King
Yeah.
Uprock?
King Uprock, yeah.
Okay. I think I heard something about it. I'm gonna look into it after I get off this live too. There's a couple of things I gotta look into.
Yeah, like he does a dollar jam. You pay $1 and you get like $10 worth of food.
Oh yeah.
Well, after the event and everyone's gone, all that food is used for the homeless, and they feed them, and they put them all in the church. They give them a blanket and a pillow, and they give them a place where they can bunk there and feel safe and get something to eat. And he's done that for a hell of a long time. He's done dollar jams. He's done, I forget the number now. It's a massive amount of numbers. I gave him $500 US for the dollar jam donated. You know, I come from Australia and I'm helping Americans.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, that's what I'm saying. You gotta see if you want to put money up for homeless people.
Give, because I know that I'm giving money. Well, you're not supposed to do, but giving money to King Uprock, I know that money will turn into food and feed the homeless. And I can go to bed, sleep easy, knowing that someone is not going to get a double cheeseburger full of arsenic or rat sack. Anyway, Nate, I'm going to go and let you do your show.
No, I already know, bro. I mean, you're more than welcome to pop up. I appreciate you popping in. And you did add some, add something to the conversation regardless. You know you're always more than welcome, bro.
Thank you, brother. Can I get a wrench?
I thought I gave you one. I didn't? Yeah. Oh, shit. I got you. I thought I gave you one, bro. Because you've been fucking with me for a minute. So I thought I gave you one. I got you, though. Don't worry. You already know it's all love, baby. And you fuck with True. Come on, you fuck with True. You fuck with True and a few other ones that I fuck with, so you good people. You already know that.
Yeah. I like you, Nate. You're cool, bro. I'll bring up this topic again, and like get some footage and show some homeless people that you feed.
Oh no, I'm gonna be on that shit.
So people understand where you come from, and they can see with their own eyes, and don't think badly about them, and some dumb things, but like in Sydney, Australia, and around Australia, there's no prostitution out in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it used to be half a page on a newspaper, and now it's 4 or 5 pages of prostitution on a newspaper, and they're all in brothels.
Yeah, those type of papers we got out here, but they, you know what the difference is? See, where yours is talking about prostitutions and stuff like that, we have a paper that's almost like a newspaper. You would think you get it out the store, and you don't. But these basically tell you, like prime example for New York City, they'll tell you the people, and there's be a list of names of people that can no longer be on a New York City housing property or anything because of specific crimes. And that list be long like a motherfucker. You be like, well, damn. How many people? And it'd be just in one borough. So imagine you got 5 boroughs you got to deal with. That's nothing but names. So I already know that's almost like with the prostitution thing. That's names, nigga. That's oh, see, bringing more awareness. See, even that might get brought up one day. You know, some of the prostitution is going. See, that's what I'm saying. That man, listen, we could delve into damn near everything just on a logical conversation. Some of the prostitution is going on now because again, some of them are runaways. Some of them, if they ain't runaways, they families have just given them up. So, you know, when you got that type of situation happening, you know, it's always going to be a different scenario that's coming to the forefront. And some are really just getting kidnapped and forced into it. So, you know, like I said, we can always bring that up too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I come from a good family, and I've got a lot of sisters and my nieces and nephews. You know, I had one nephew last year commit suicide, left 2 notes. Notes still unread. My sister's taken the police to the highest court in Australia, the Supreme Court, to find out what was written in the notes, the letters. Took tablets and alcohol. And another one turned 18 and said, I'm leaving home. How much money are you going to give me for leaving home? And I'm taking the car. And it's like, my sister said, you're crazy. You're not going to get any money. And just gave him tough love and thinking that he'll come home and he'll probably end up on the streets. And I'll probably see him for myself. He knows what I do.
Exactly.
He'd probably knock on my door.
Exactly. That's why you gotta be mindful.
It's just a crazy world. Like, it happens to people close to me and family members, and it's sad. It's very sad. It's just a messed up, crazy world, and everyone's theories and logic doesn't make sense whatsoever.
You're absolutely right on that.
All right, peace, brother Nate.
Peace to you, bro. You always know you're more than welcome to pop up.
Okay. Thank you. God bless.
God bless too, man. You already know, keep your head up and, you know, just keep your eyes open. You already.
Yeah.
And this was a good topic of conversation again today because, again, we are tackling something. And we're going to continue to tackle these things. You know, that's the most important thing to remember is just, you know, tackling the main things that need to be tackled. So this was a good afternoon wrap-up conversation. I could be back later on, who knows. And there'll be an open panel if y'all want to pop in. What I did want to talk about, it went left because of what happened today. Because again, mental health is the most important thing that needs to be, you know, tackled. One of the main things. Or just could be a regular open panel discussion, but this part is still going to get, you know, spoken about. You know, but this was a good wrap up. You already know, gang. You already know. This is a good wrap up for the afternoon. Like I said, I'll most likely be back tonight with it. I'll set a time reminder, and the panel is open. See, when it comes to these type of talks, you're gonna get a logical balance here. And you're gonna get some harsh realities, but this is also a stepping stone in a building process. So We're gonna definitely be back later on. I'm gonna try to figure out lunch as we speak now. Um, I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all already know what it is. And for everybody that was in attendance, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. So all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And yeah, for those who might have been late to the show, you gotta catch the replay. But this was a serious topic that needed to be discussed. I didn't title it the right way because I wasn't expecting it, but it was the afternoon smoke session. You know, and again, those problems we're gonna have to try to alleviate. We're gonna have to really try to bring awareness and bring back what we had before. Our communities is dying left and right just because we ignoring the fucking simplest situations like even mental health. We gotta be able to alleviate, assess, and address all the things we need to in order for us to keep building. We want to build our communities back. We really got to be on all fronts. Doesn't matter if it's just bringing knowledge and awareness. Doesn't matter if people's boots is actually on the ground. It does not matter. The people have to unite one way or another. It's time to really get rid of these petty behaviors, these petty ass things, and start building. I can't get no clearer than that. Mac Mean, what's going on, my guy? What's going on, my brother? Real Chase, what's going on? You know, but we really gonna have to get to that. And if we don't, we gonna be stuck. You know, whether you believe it or not, mental health affects people on all scales. And if it's not the people who are actually suffering from it, it's the people who are actually trying to help them that are suffering. Don't let none of that go over your head. You know, we gotta really get it together. Mental health affects everybody, young and old. But again, we're gonna be back tonight. I'm gonna set a time reminder. And y'all more than welcome. Even for those who just pulled up, y'all more than welcome to hit the panel. Y'all want to add some insight or some light to the situations, y'all more than welcome. Because these type of conversations are going to happen whether y'all like it or not. And I'm going to be the one that's going to be spearheading whatever. It doesn't matter. Because when you are literally seeing things day by day, when you out and about, can't say you ain't got nothing to bring to the table. And before I leave, yes, we do have people who are actually on the forefronts. Shout outs to Riders for Life. Shout outs to Miss April. It doesn't matter what it is that they're doing as far as they are trying to help the community one way or another, even if it's not the same battle. They are still trying to help. Like everybody's trying to help one way or another. And the majority of these conversations I bring up, it's not something that's just happening in one state, one city. It's happening everywhere. And I'm adamant about these conversations. Because at some point, you know, we're going to have to come to that reality. Fuck all the drama. Fuck all the who did what and worrying about people's personals. Worry about what's going on now. Like I said, that situation I just had earlier could have went in any situation. Because if she didn't attack one person, she could went on a fucking rampage and try to attack everybody in the store. And then imagine if it would have got crucial and I would have had to been the one to put you out. I can't live with that. Knowing that you even certifiable now they had to do that. No. They got to fucking fix this revolving door. If not, we got to come together and fix it, period. Like I said, we'll definitely be back tonight. Most likely it'll be around 9:30. So I'll send the reminder out. And the panel is open for anybody that want to pop in on the topic. I might be bringing something else to the forefront too as well. So, you know, we're going to definitely be back. But y'all stay safe. Keep your third eye open and enjoy the rest of your little afternoons. And we'll be back tonight. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.